Oh, look at that. Look at the chocolate that's being oozed out. Look at that chocolate right there. Hi, I'm Hanbit, and I'm a pastry chef from Korea. Hi everybody, it's Hanbit here. 안녕하세요, 조한빛입니다. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the best lava cake, the chocolate lava cake. It's also called Fondant au chocolat in French. The ingredients and steps are very similar to brownie, so if you haven't made brownies before, this will be super easy for you. And if not, it's still easy. Ingredients. You only need 6 ingredients to make this amazing dessert. First of all, we have dark Couverture chocolate and butter, which we're going to melt together. And then we have sugar, eggs, cake flour, and cocoa powder. Just 6 ingredients, that's it. I'm first going to start by melting the dark Couverture chocolate and butter. Some people use a water bath, but just use a microwave. It's just so much easier and more convenient. While the chocolate and butter is in the microwave, I'm going to work on the rest. What people would usually do is you would add the eggs in the bowl and add sugar, whisk it, or try and dissolve it as much as possible, and then add in the dry ingredients, which would be cake flour and cocoa powder in this case. But the problem that you might face is that not all the dry ingredients would dissolve, or they won't dissolve easily, and it might create lumps. And you would have a difficult time trying to get rid of the lumps. You might sieve it or do something else. But I've got a better method today, which is just far more superior, and it will allow your dry ingredients to dissolve completely. I will start by mixing all the dry ingredients and sugar together. So that's cake flour and sugar with cocoa powder. Now I'm going to sift this. Have you clicked like and subscribe? So rather than adding the sugar or the dry ingredients into the eggs, I do the opposite. So I'm going to add in the eggs into the sifted ingredients. I'm going to gradually add them in while whisking it so that I don't get any lumps. See how my dry ingredients have dissolved completely using this method? Try this, it's just such a better method. So here's my melted chocolate and butter. I'm just going to mix it well and then add it into my batter. Just make sure that your melted chocolate and butter isn't too hot. As long as it's around 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, it'll be fine. Or else if it's too hot, it's going to cook the eggs. Now this will go into the original batter. And mix it gently. Just mix it until you feel that the whole mixture has become homogenous. I'm going to finish it off with my spatula. So this is my finished batter. Smooth and shiny and homogenous. So here's my batter that I've left in the fridge for several hours. I'm now going to transfer this to a packing bag. I'm going to pipe about 90 to about 100 grams for each lava cake. Raspberry sauce. It's super easy. It's just raspberry puree and sugar. And I'm going to add in frozen raspberries right at the end. So I've got raspberry puree and sugar. I'm going to add the sugar in, and the whole point is just to melt it. And so I'm going to bring it to a boil. And once it does, I'm going to add in my frozen raspberries. So it's just come to a boil. I'm going to turn it off. All my sugar has melted, and I've got my frozen raspberries here. I'm going to put them in. And the whole point here is that I'm not going to whisk it once I put my frozen raspberries in, because that's going to break it into pieces, and that's not what I want. I want my frozen raspberries to stay as whole raspberries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smother my frozen raspberries in the raspberry sauce that I just made. See how the raspberry has stayed as a whole raspberry? It hasn't been mashed into pieces. So that's all done. And now I'm going to show you my lava cake that's been baked. So here's my lava cake right out of the oven. It's still really hot. Once it cools down slightly, I'm going to take it out of the silicone mold. See, it's great to use these silicone molds. You don't have to grease it with butter. Now I'm going to turn it back upside down. Just be gentle because it's molten chocolate inside. Here's my chocolate lava cake, and now I'm going to pour my raspberry sauce. It's still molten inside. Finally, it's time to try it. And before I try it, I want to tell you a bit about how to serve these lava cakes. Lava cakes are meant to be served when they are hot so that it's molten inside. You can leave it in the fridge and serve it the day after, and you can of course microwave it for about 20 to 30 seconds, but it just won't be as good. It needs to be served when it's warm, and that's the whole point. Oh, look at that. Look at the chocolate that's being oozed out. Look at that chocolate right there. Look at the oozing chocolate right there. That's all the molten chocolate. I'm going to have a large bite. That is instant heaven right there. I think the raspberry sauce pairs so well with the molten chocolate. It's amazing. Hope you've enjoyed this video on the chocolate lava cake. It's really easy to make and it tastes like heaven. I'll come back with another video next time, and it will be matcha lava cake, which will be a variation of this chocolate lava cake. And trust me, that matcha lava cake tastes fantastic as well. Well, until then, thank you very much. 감사합니다.